screen. Welcome. We are finally here. In the tradition of this program and broadcast, right before it's time to go live, as we know how it happens here, had a whole restart of the computer. So, it was an update that for some reason didn't do what it was supposed to do. So, with that being said, we are finally here. Welcome to the beatzillapdx official show. I am your host, beatzillapdx officially. And we are finally here. Welcome everybody. Judah Queen, Queen Adia, Oyela Arquette, Deborah Jones, Woke One. Yes, indeed, listening while working. Desmond Works. All right. Okay, we are Kathy B. Good afternoon. Welcome. All right, so as everyone is coming in, everything should be good. It looks like the actor Norm Macdonald just passed away. Like 60. Interesting thing. He actually played Death. He did the voice for Death on The Family Guy. Yeah, probably better not to play around like that. Okay, hopefully I have this ready. So, we have a lot to talk about in a quick amount of time because this broadcast won't be long at all. I'm sorry for my tardiness. I did not want to be late, but that's how things go. So we are going to roll on. Please, if you're new to this broadcast, please like and share this channel. Subscribe to this channel. Hit the notification bell so you can be notified every time I go live. And we had the Met Gala this last weekend. And we also had the VMAs. So, with that being said, typecasting, life mimicking art. Ain't that the truth? So I just want to talk about how we're basically watching Babylon circle the drain. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what this is. This place is circling the drain. It's blatant chaos at every given turn. Ayan Mayat Bay, welcome. So with that, like I said before, like Michael Jackson, this is it. This place has almost run its course. We are watching the end of an era. End of an era too. Both. And watching it grasping at straws while imploding on itself. Which, for me, it's a good thing to see. I keep hearing some popping. I don't know what's going on. Hopefully the sound is cool on your end. Let me make sure. Let me see. Check. Okay. It sounds like it's straight. All right. Hopefully there is no popping or nothing like that. Let me get a little closer here. So, like I said, we are in the time of absolute chaos. Everything is divided. So we are watching them pit the venomized against the unvenomized. And I say venom for lack of being able to say that word in comfort on my broadcast. Because they like to flag black people who speak the truth, such as myself and others. In this new black media space, and just trying to get the truth to you. Shout out to Professor Black Truth, who is back on the scene. They have tried to keep him out of his accounts, but he is now back in action and immediately got back to it. 2 broadcasts up this week, and he just gave one yesterday, which brought up a entity that I noticed back in early January called Black Media. But they were pushing a different agenda. So, the rest is history. They are gone. Because basically they were just trying to hijack something in, I guess, its earliest phases. So they put this thing out January 2020, talking about black media. And it was real kind of corny because they were interjecting RuPaul into the mix as if RuPaul is something that would be a voice of the black community. No, RuPaul is one that is a voice for the white community. He don't speak for us. He is black in color, yes, and black hails from a black community, but he does not represent it. He represents whoever got the biggest check. So that's not a political thing. That's a business thing. His politics is green. You understand? So if he can turn a buck, then that's where he's going. Brand Cruz sings, welcome, welcome. What's going on? This Tuesday is treating me well. We are representing Pac today. Yesterday was the unfortunate anniversary of his passing at the hands of unnecessary foolishness. But yet his work still lives on. And that's one of the great things of Tupac Shakur. So again, watch how this also, the political theater is imploding on itself now. We are watching, now with the whole Nicki Minaj thing, all she is doing is stating what she has heard about the effects of the jab. Thank you, Oyela. Thank you very much. She just stated what was going on in her little neck of the woods and how things had effects on her family. People got upset. I guess she had to retract her tweet. I have it, but she had to retract it. Shameful. But with that being said, Joy Reid was upset about it. I don't even know why she really made a big deal out of it, because to me, when you're given an opinion or you're given all you're doing is just stating this is what happened to someone in your area, I don't see how that should be looked at or deemed careless or you're looking to harm people. So I want to play this. Queen Ahmadiyya just did a broadcast on this before I went live about an hour ago. And I want to point out something else about what this woman is saying. Because she's making a comparison to the black community. Joy Reid and Nicki Minaj are non-FBA. So when she starts talking about the black community, she's no different than Roland as far as this goes. Come on. They just beefing away. Is this going to play? Wow. I'm having all kinds of trouble today, aren't I? It should be playing. It's just on my Twitter. Joy Reid is a fool. Welcome, Tanya Zion. Do y'all see this? Okay, let me see if I can go back into it. Maybe I'll refresh it or something. It was playing just fine a minute ago. Now it won't play at all. So, while I'm trying to get that up, the ghost in the machine. Let's see if it. Oh, now to play. Let's see. All right, we're going to give it a shot. Okay, let's try it this time. Let's see. All right, let's go on in here.
And people like Nicki Minaj, I have to say this. You have a platform, sister, that is 22 million followers. Okay, I have 2 million followers. You have 22 million followers on Twitter. For you to use your platform to encourage our community to not protect themselves and say,
whoops. There is no R, Joy, unless this is a Caribbean conversation. Maybe that's who the our is. Because you're not part of our community, Joy Reid, at all. That's, you ain't one of us. And you don't talk like one of us, and you don't act like one. Well, to be quite honest, yeah, you do act like some. We always have to remember and keep in mind, when slavery ended, the field hands and the house Negroes left at the same time. The people of Haiti in 1804 had it so much easier than we do because they knew where their traders were. Our traders were set loose and free among us and just allowed to be generations and generations of coons.
Save their lives. My God, sister, you could do better than that. You got that platform. It's a blessing. It's a blessing that you got that.
I want you to understand when you're hearing white people talking. Do y'all remember when Colin Kaepernick started kneeling for the flag? What was it that they were saying? The general public had something that a word they kept repeating when it came down to these athletes and what they should be. They should be grateful. Aren't you hearing that grateful talk coming out of her right now? Let me just rewind this a little bit. See, you got a platform, and your platform, and your platform. She keeps going back to the platform. Almost what Roland Martin was doing with Van Jones and Amazon. Kind of doing the count your chips type of thing.
Our community to not protect themselves and save their lives. My God, sister, you could do better than that. You got that platform. It's a blessing. It's a blessing that you got that people listen to you, and they listen to you more than they listen to me. For you to use.
Are you seeing the Roland talk? Man, how they give you all this money? I put this camera, this microphone, this stand, this popper stopper, all of it done came from Amazon. And y'all just giving that money away. See, we at the black media, meaning Roland Martin, and then on the same breath call out anybody in new black media got any programs that can top this, then I'll wait. You don't say, Rolly. Well, remember, you gotta butter them biscuits.
Use your platform to put people in the position of dying from.
Wait a minute. How are you putting people in a position of dying by stating what is going on around your family? This is do as we say. You can figure out what that N means. That is what this type of talk is. And they sent her out to go scream on this girl. Just like they did with Keisha Lance, let me go get the police a new training facility on my way out the door, Bottoms. For y'all in Atlanta, y'all know she's pushing for a new training facility for the police. Keisha Lance Bottoms, on her way out, is pushing for some money for the police. Go figure. Now, this right here, when you hear people talk like this, you better know they got barking orders from some powers that be that are melanin deficient. So they are taking their instructions to go yell on this woman in a attempt to sound like there's some kind of concern coming from a platform that is presented to you by Big Pharma. This is the money hustle. This is control. And this is, you better get them ends in line or you might be in trouble. So, yeah, you know what? I might start revisiting this. And just break down these pieces, because this is one of those instances where she knows what company she keeps. So she knows that she has to toe a certain line, and she's definitely towing it.
A disease they don't have to die from. Oh my God. As a fan, as a hip hop fan, as somebody who is your fan, I'm so sad that you did that. So sad that you did that, sister. Oh my God. And people like Nikki.
Oh, anyway, so with further, no further ado, getting past that fraudulent behavior, also, let's just look at her own hypocrisy. Shout out to the brother Reza Islam, got censored.
Followers on Twitter, for you to use your platform to encourage our community to not protect themselves and save their lives. My God, sister, you could do better than that. You got that platform. It's a blessing. It's a blessing that you got that.
Translation. Just get up there and twerk, Nikki. Shut your mouth about serious issues. That's what you just said, Joanne. Just get up there, rap, shake your booty, and be a slave. That's what you're saying, Joanne. How dare Nicki Minaj get up there and stand up for people and say something serious that goes towards standing up against this system, towards saying something that actually makes sense, that is really going to help the people because she actually was right. How dare she be such a field Negro? Let me help you to understand this, Miss Joanne, and all the rest of you mainstream Negroes who don't get it. Everything you just said is not actually fact. These shots do not prevent you from getting the virus. They don't prevent you from spreading the virus. They do not prevent death. They don't prevent hospitalization. They prevent none of it. It is a lie. All of a sudden, now that the artists are standing up to speak the truth and telling people that they have the right to choose, and now they're a problem, you sellouts don't know how crazy you look, man. I had to hop off a flight to this nonsense.
Shout out to brother Reza Islam. And what he said was just facts. You can't say it's medical misinformation. It's not. We are seeing vaccinated people having to be hospitalized from new infections, and that's just the facts. Sorry. So, with that being said, let's look a little deeper into this situation. We have the consistency, or lack thereof, of these people who, when it was looking as if the rollout, remember Project Warp Speed? Does anybody remember under which president that was? Pride Bentley, welcome. Project Warp Speed was under Donald Trump. There were so many people who were hesitant. They were venom hesitant at the time because it was Donald Trump. Not just hesitant, but I mean, I don't think I'll take it. Right. Now, those same people, because the person who is offering it has changed, now that you put Joe Biden's face on it, it has somehow altered what it is for these people. I got to ask y'all, Why would you trust the advice of anyone like that? And then they have the nerve for you who have common sense and to know and sniff out BS. When you are in that perceptive position, they are calling you names. Something's wrong with you. Doesn't make any sense, does it? But, looking into some of the things that even this lady herself has mentioned. And I'm going to show you some things. I don't know if this broadcast, they might keep this one up. I don't know, because I'm going to show you a couple things that they're trying to scrub from the internet. So we'll see. Somebody better screen. I mean, I have it. So, but they might yank this one down. So look at this right here. Joanne, pro-democracy. But now we're pushing mandatory what now? Say what? It's all good though, and something's wrong with us if we're not down with it. Now, all that changed about mandatory or possible mandatory anything was the face and the voice. All the other players have remained the same. Why has the hesitancy changed? Well, that's because the people who they put up to speak for black people are those freed house slaves. The freed slaves who loved masters so much that they would die for that. And generations down the line, they have still not let it go. Something else you ever notice, how you hear how people say, well, we ain't never owned slaves. We never owned slaves. Why should I have to pay for what the ancestors did? But let them get a little huffy and puffy with black folks. All of a sudden, we had you niggas in chains. We had this and we had that and we. Oh, everybody get real. We took you from the jungles of Africa. We? See, we get real convenient. So let's just start watching the hypocrisy, because the hypocrisy of this place is what is going to be the destruction of it. And we're watching it. This place cannot keep a straight line if it wanted to. Not now. This is circling the drain. Go ahead and flush them. See, this is one of their good old faithful Negroes, Joy. But see, when it was good you had the idea to scare people about Trump, well, this is what she had to say about the venom. I mean, will anyone at all ever fully trust at CDC Gov again? Now she's telling you trust them all the way. And you're stupid and dangerous if you don't. Now, we didn't put these words in the sister's mouth, now did we? And who on God's earth would trust a vaccine approved by the U.S. FDA? Joy, is that you? How do we get a vaccine distributed after this broken Trumpist nonsense has infected everything, even if Biden wins? Hell, I'll tell you. Get enough of you biscuit-eating Sambos out here to get in front of Joe Biden and be puppets, and all is well. You boule, Jack and Jill raised and groomed, sellout, treasonous traitors. Hashtag off code no more. So, that being Joy Reid, let's just fast forward. See, we pay attention to so much that goes on with us. So, if you've noticed, pretty much everything right now in the world is centered in and around getting our focus and our attention to be wherever they want to place it, right? Well, something that is about to disappear out of sight. And mark my words, Lil Nas X, your days are numbered. You are a white supremacist tool. Nothing more, nothing less. Once people finally figure out what you are absolutely about, it's over, bruh. Simple as that. It is just simply going to be over. So, with that being said, there was a little quick incident at the VMAs. And I'm going to show y'all something else I got. I'm telling you, it's going to get scrubbed from the internet. This is getting scrubbed and the other one's getting scrubbed because they have to protect their asset. But he's done. And let me say, to the powers that be, Lil Nas X will never hold any more weight than he already has. His stock is dropped. Basement, bottom, rock bottom. You got a better chance of getting Larry Elder elected than ever having anybody long-term follow Lil Nas X. Get him out the paint, please, and let's be done with him. Thank you. This is from the righteous side of things. Do your job with whoever you will. Thanks. Now, back to us. You know, you better take your authority in this place. You are not beneath these people. Just your condition doesn't dictate your place. Better know that. At all. You are not beneath these people.
A little good.
Listen, I'm not going to say I'm hating on the fit, but let's move on, okay? Now, in 2019...
Let's play it again.
I'm happy. I look good. A little good.
Listen, I'm not going to say I'm hating on the fit, but let's move on, okay? Now, in 2019...
Y'all hear that? It was completely quiet. It was coming right outside of the window. This is how you know the truth is coming out. Because this is what happens. When you start seeing people give the truth, you'll start hearing leaf blowers. I mean, they're literally out my window. And guess what? There are no leaves outside of here. I have stone outside out back. There's nothing back there. Window shut, but now they're just revving it up outside the window. All right. So where am I? Again, like I said, his days are numbered. And this just little quick clip, and it's only 7 seconds. They are trying to get this off the internet. You understand me?
I'm happy. I look good. A little good.
Listen, I'm not going to say I'm hating on the fit, but let's move on, okay? Now, in 2019...
Now, with that part being said, I need to show y'all this. Let me know when I show y'all this if you have seen this. I'm pretty sure most of y'all have not. I stumbled on this by accident. Absolute accident. But, you know, can somebody help me out in the chat? Is Lil Nas supposed to be gay? or is he bisexual? I'm not sure. I know he's doing all the pink thing. So, and the men in the shower. So I'm assuming he's like, does he qualify as gay, or, I mean, how was he identified? Because I don't remember hearing anything about him being bisexual. I just thought he was gay. So, things are interesting. I found this to be quite interesting. He's supposed to be gay. Okay, thank you, oh yellow cat. I just wanted to be clear. Because, there are some things that, they say old habits die hard. Anybody in the chat want to try and explain this one for me? There have been plenty of us that said, we don't think he's gay. Like I said, is he acting the part? And if he is, that's even much worse. Because here he is with this chick. He almost looks like he's over here trying to hide.
Yes! Yes!
Like I said, powers that be. There's your guy, Mr. Rainbow Flag himself. Yeah. I don't think that's a dude. Wow, he looks pretty straight for a gay man to me. You all got to understand how this thing works. They'll pay anybody to do anything. And these people will do anything for $1. I'm not really gay, baby. Idolatry. Judah Queen. Absolutely idolatry. So you'll sit out here and push this agenda. He's told you he's an industry baby. But this just looks way too natural for me. I'm sorry. Staged response. But see, this is my point. If it's a staged response, why is he there with a woman? Why isn't it him and another dude? There's no security, no one around but just him and her phone. This looks like one of them times when you kicking it, because for him, he's supposed to be gay. His beard right now, publicly, would be a man.
Yes! Yes!
It's just them out there. Yeah, it's just them out there. So I don't know what that's supposed to mean. If you try to look that up, it's going to be a little hard to find, because when I stumbled across it this morning and tried to go back, it's already saying this video is unavailable. So somebody has seen that this morning and is already getting it taken down. But I got it. Everything that glitters is not gold, family. And that's why this place is circling the drain. You understand me? Circling the damn drain. It ain't a damn thing they can do about it. Because we are watching Babylon fall in real time, folks. Enjoy it. Enjoy it. Oh, oh man, now I've long awaited this day. Y'all just don't know. There were so many years that people thought I was crazy for what I was saying. And now here we are. Like Kwame Brown say, kicking draws and asses with this truth. And ain't nothing you could do about it. It's just here. It's in your face, and you just got to deal with it. So, it is going to be what it is. And, you know, it's so funny with the whole Joy Reid thing. You know, she was up there taking stabs at LGBT. And one in particular, actually, do I have that? She said something about Ann Coulter, which was, I was like, oh, you gonna call her a shim? Let me see. I got that somewhere. You know, all of these have since been taken down. Yeah, there we go. Hey, take a look at that, y'all. I mean, you know, she says that she doesn't remember necessarily saying these things, but you know, I think if someone says shim, isn't that a dig at trans women? I mean, yeah, you know, for such a liberal reporter and all, you know, just, seems like a pretty Candace Owens like comment, right? I mean, hey, you know, maybe it's just me. Oh well. L's all the way around for the coon class, huh? Oh boy. And they just keep coming. They just keep on coming. This is the gift that keeps on giving. And, you know, not quite a coon, but, you know, actually, I would start to say it's probably safe to just go ahead and start calling her honorary. Oh, jeez. And, you know, for the sake of argument, I don't really dig this woman because, how do I put it best? To say it in a nice way, she's full of shit. And in classic fashion of biting someone, Sebastian Shaw. Yeah, I spoke on that a few broadcasts back. Yeah, Nevada's Miss Nevada is a man. Well, born man. That's a trans woman. Me not misgender anybody and offend anybody, please. But that's your homegirl, AOC. Yeah, see? Look at AOC. She's, you know, stunting and fronting. Now look at that dress. But then look at that dress. Now, some of y'all might remember this. This is Joy Vila, another conservative mammy who I think she might be a little too pretty for their taste. So I think they want to keep her, like the white women don't feel comfortable around her. Candace Owens knows how to ugly it up. But I think, you know, it's kind of hard for Joy. You know, she might have to age a little bit, get a little bit of that weathered look before they actually start fooling with her. Her skin's still too popping for the white women. They ain't going to have no pretty one around. See, Candace Owens can go ahead and take the makeup off and do the nasty I'm working in the kitchen comb back. So Joy really ain't going to be able to pull that one off. But you see her dress. Build the wall. Build the wall. And you saw what AOC did. Tax the rich. How about reparations without everyone else attached to it? That sounds nice to me. How about you? So, and there she is again. That's AOC right there, you know. Tax the rich. Okay. And that's Joy Villa again. She's a Trump supporter. They hate anyone attractive. You said biological balls woke one. Damn. Biological balls. Yeah. I guess that's about the size of it. And so, you know, it was kind of a big stink of AOC jacking the look. But you know how they do. You got one side that pumps it up, the other side, they crap on it. And they want us to pay attention to it. Once again, over here in our community, no tangibles, no vote, 2022. No tangibles, no vote, 2024. So you better go get some tangibles if you want to come holler at anything over here. There will be no fraudulent black media popping up. No, no, no. We already got one out to paint. Anyone else you want to try it? Go ahead. Here's the great thing about the new black media. You don't know where you can be hit from. So it's best to leave this thing alone. Because this ain't for you. And you got nothing for it. See, you're willing to sell your soul for a butter biscuit. We're willing to put our lives on the line for the people. Notice the difference between us and yourselves. You can't sit at my table. Will you ever pick up arms against a white supremacist like me? Will you go do your time for having to defend yourself against a white supremacist like me? No. And I remember being in somebody's chat where they made a sassy comment. No, I just don't have to posture. I'm happy and comfortable with me, player. Be you. Posture, because you still got something to prove with them insecurities you carrying around. If that ain't me, let me be cool with not being insecure with myself. I don't have to be like you, nigga. Gave you my one for the day. So anyway, let me play this real quick.
Rich people at this event. It's incredibly expensive to attend. It is incredibly exclusive. And there are folks, especially on the right, who are criticizing the Congresswoman, saying she's making this message, but this is some hoity-toity event that costs upwards of 30 grand a ticket. What has your reaction been to the backlash?
Well, listen, I think ultimately a lot of these conversations that we have about economic justice usually happen in spaces with working class people. And I think the Congresswoman is not going to ever sacrifice her morals for comfort. And she wanted to make sure that this message was brought into that room and into a group of people who ultimately have to be willing to, be more liberal with their economic values as well. And I think that's what we've done. And to be honest with you, she wouldn't have attended and just worn, a pretty gown without delivering any kind of message to people. And, fashion is often thought of as this really frivolous thing. But ultimately, in my brand and for a lot of other designers, we use it as a really powerful tool for communication, especially women of color. I've been a sustainable designer since I started in 2013. I also used my company to launch one of the fastest growing nonprofits in America right now, the 15% Pledge. And it's really about taking the access that you have and sharing a message. And I think that that's what she's done. And ultimately, the more we can put out these ideas into popular culture, politics will also follow that.
Can I ask you real quick, how much did the dress cost, and are you getting this dress back?
Yes, so the dress I made, and we created the whole thing right here in New York. I haven't calculated all of our costs yet, but we used a lot of salvaged materials, which is really amazing and important to me, just because sustainability is at the forefront of everything that I do. And I loaned it to her for the night. I think it's a super special piece, and
Okay, the sustainable part. Okay, that is You know, okay. And I've heard enough. So we will wrap up on this conversation here. Something I want to point out is how they use these talking points. And they really do. Esmont, welcome. The talking point, and these are coming from white supremacists. Please believe it. These are not people of color talking points. Number one, I ain't a BIPOC. I ain't a person of color. I'm black. My community is that first. FBA. You know, you could, for me, you can call us Yahweh. But, you know, I'll keep it simple. You know, you're black in America. You're a descendant of a slave. Everyone who came to this country as an immigrant knew that there were slaves who built this country, knew that there were Native Americans who got slaughtered. So all of them knew, all of them were aware, and all of them are trying to protect their interests today as Babylon is circling the drain. Nothing but blatant hypocrisy. Now you got this woman going to $36,000 a night dinner. What are our politicians and our basketball players, our designers, movie stars, musical artists, all in one place to do? Who are you celebrating? What are you celebrating? And how does that help the people? It doesn't. We got a whole thing going on. Now let Nicki Minaj, who stayed behind and stayed home, didn't partake in this. Well, she gets flack for just simply stating her position while still yet being unjabbed. Well, and didn't tell anybody not to get it. But, you know, to tell somebody to do your research, diligent research, not CNN research, diligent research. Get some ingredient lists. You understand? But, you know, with that being said, I just wanted to touch on this, and I didn't want this to be too long because I'm going to rebroadcast this maybe later on tonight or maybe early in the morning because I want to get some of these circulating for the night folks, because I do know y'all watch those that I re-upload the replays. So thank you very much for those who be up burning the midnight oil watching those. I just put those up to see who was up. And man, y'all be up at all times of night. So I will reshare this, replay this at some point. I got some more coming. If y'all have any requests for any of my past broadcasts to re-air, let me know. And, you know, just real quick hit today, under an hour. See, this is not one of my 2-hour broadcasts today. But with that being said, Babylon is fallen. Babylon is fallen. Let it fall and let us rise. Yes, again, this has been Beatzilla PDX Official. I am Beatzilla PDX officially. And you can follow me at Instagram, Beatzilla PDX, Twitter, Beatzilla PDX. New Black Media is running things. Absolutely. Quiver in fear, you cowards. And that most definitely includes you butter biscuit eating Sambos. May the Most High leave you in the cold if he so wills it. Because to be a traitor against us is to be a traitor against him. Hey, I'll take your plate. Facebook, Beatzilla PDX, Patreon, Beatzilla PDX Official, and Melanated People, Michael Beatzilla Whitmore. You know, Oh, thank you very much. Thank you very much. And I hope you work overnight. Esma. Okay, I got you. So yeah, I'm gonna start running some of these midnight replays for the family. Cause man, thank you again. I'm surprised. So yeah, I got y'all. I will be. Oh, you email me? Oh yes, please email me. You can email me at ourrealtruth@gmail.com. That's ourrealtruth@gmail.com. And of course, we have the podcast Our Real Truth on Anchor FM, Spotify, Google Podcasts, and iTunes, and various other platforms. And if you feel so inclined to put some money in the bucket by way of donation, you can do so at CashApp, $beatzillapdx. That's CashApp, $beatzillapdx. And with that being said, family, yes, indeed, Michael Beatzilla Whitmore at Melanated People. And I think we are back and up and running over there. So hopefully everything is good. Shout out to my Alkebulon members in the chat. We are Alkebulon, the empires of. And I will be doing a broadcast here. I've got to get Tina Berry on here so we can sit up here and holler at the people and let y'all know what's happening. Well, we've been, me and the family been over here cooking for over the last year. See, sometimes it's just better to move. And sometimes it's just better to move in silence. So when people say, hey, what are you doing? When you know what you're doing, it doesn't matter what people think. I'll say that again. If you know what you're doing, it doesn't matter what people think. With that being said, y'all, hold on to the truth. Until tomorrow, we will be right back here for the midweek report. Y'all have a blessed evening. Pride at Bentley, you text me, got you. And again, thank you, Pride at Bentley. My bracelets, not the gold one, of course, but you got my Lions and my Alkebulon Founders bracelet, and got something coming in the works. So, yes, family, y'all have a blessed evening. Go check out my sister, Queen Ahmadiyya Shakur. She's about to start. So y'all have a blessed night. I will see y'all tomorrow. Shalom, y'all.
When you know who Satan is,
yes, sir,
you don't have to kill him. No. The stone of truth.
yes.
See, that's what you throw.
Yes, right.
Allah says, had we wished to take a pastime from before, surely we would have done it. Nay, we cast truth at falsehood till we knock out its brains. Every one of you that knows the truth, stand up and tell it from the mountaintop. Black people can't take it no more. So wherever you are on the job, in the factory, I don't care where you are. If you know the truth, stand up on the truth and tell Satan, who the hell are you to try and pick my friends? Farrakhan is God's man, and you are from the enemy of God. So to hell with you. Stand up on it like a man.